Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Wildflower Wolves YouTube channel. It's Monday. It's been voting day all day long. And now we're finishing up Monday night with our weekly podcast. So I'm going to let everybody have a chance to find their knitting, grab a drink, get in here, join us live, say hello. And then we're going to start talking about the projects you were voting for. There was a double knit and a mosaic. We'll talk about the voting, some comments that you all had, what the winning project is going to be for this week, and then we're going to talk about this year's projects, which has only been the last 4 weeks. As you can tell, see up here, we have a cleared whiteboard, so we can talk a little bit about that and the projects that I've started so far this year. Then we can talk about the things that are coming up, maybe what the Fiber Friends are working on. Sock Madness is coming up in just a few days. Hi, Sally. I know there's a whiteboard. I know. I had to run downstairs. That's why I'm a couple minutes late because I got up here, I sat down, and I looked in the back, and I'm like, oh, I left it downstairs. So I ran down and brought it back up. Hi, Carol. Okay, so let's talk. I'm sitting here knitting. Let's chat about what you were voting for. So this is the last week of the month, and I stay true to my process of going big, a little smaller, tiny. 4 different size projects. Hi, Susanna. And let me find Ravelry. So what I did on Ravelry, I thought about today, and I went more with the technique. I thought maybe the last week of the month will be a technique voting instead of just a specific project. So I went with a pot holder, getting super small, quick, easy to finish, something fun, something that you all might want to knit along with me and try out the technique if it's something that you haven't tried out before. So the very first one that was on the left-hand side was the double knit hearts. Doesn't that look cute? So Valentine Hearts pot holder, double knit. So double is abbreviation. So if you're searching for it, and Jeanette Murphy is the designer. It's a free pattern. So if you want to go grab it, I mean, perfect for Valentine's Day coming up. February 2023. She's used some dishcloth cotton, worsted weight, a 3.5 millimeter needle. It's charted, it's double knit, it's stranded. Let's see. Repeating Valentine heart size can be modified by changing needle size to stay on gauge. I had to give the back yarn a little pull to tighten the previous stitch before I knit it. Otherwise, gaps and loose stitches are formed. Okay, there's a little hint. A skein of each color of yarn will produce at least 2 pot holders. There's 10 projects. Should we see what color? Do you think people did other colors? Oh, that looks white hearts and red hearts. Oh, there's a fun color. That looks cute. Oh, and there's one more neutral. I guess it's like a pale pink and a darker dusty rose. Gray and white. Hearts don't always have to be pink or white or red, do they? And then that looks like very much like what the designer did. Oh, that one's fun. A little different color. And that looks like that's about it. So that was one option. Double knit Valentine hearts. Double knitting, one of my favorite things to do. I haven't done a project, haven't finished a project in a little while. So that would be fun to do. Valentine's Day around the corner would always be a fun project. Let me see. Let me go back into my Ravelry menu. And the other one was the Mosaic snowflake pot holders. Chris, who's the designer? Chris Divick. Oh, Christina. Okay, knitting designer behind Chris Divic. I live in the beautiful near Barcelona. Oh, Spain. Lovely. Okay, let's go back. Get going down a rabbit hole here. Mosaic snowflake pot holders. There's the name. There they are. Super cute, and I think she has used wool for these. It is a DK weight yarn. This pattern was published in 2022. DK weight and a drops yarn is what she used, a 3.75 millimeter. And it is it is a purchase pattern. It is $2.99. Anyways, the pot holders will make a perfect Christmas gift or for your own winter Christmas decoration. Simple pattern worked flat in mosaic, slip stitch knitting, one color at a time. No need to cut or carry your yarns. Mosaic knitting is so fun. Okay, so that's what you were voting for. Let me scroll. How many projects? Oh my goodness. Oh no, wait. Oh no, that's the yarn. I was like, what? There's 14 projects. The yarn has got like multiple thousands. So it's cute, different colors. Oh, there's a Christmas colored one. Very fun. Like when you can just switch your colors around to make them seasonal. So anyway, there's a bright yellow. So that's what you were voting for. Double knitting or mosaic slip stitch knitting. Nancy, you're right. The double knitting. Double knitting. Sam, that was a free one. Is Sam here tonight? That would be a perfect one. Sam loves double knitting. Pot holder, very similar to her dishcloths. Anyways, that's what you were voting for. Let me go over the places. If anybody's new here, if anybody's watching the replay, you can vote in all the places. You can vote in Patreon, Threads, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. So pretty much all the places. So you can vote more than once if there's something that you really, really want to have win. You can go vote in all of the places. Yeah. So hearts are snowflakes, and I don't know, maybe not everybody here, but a lot of us that I think are in the chat have just come through a major winter storm yet again this winter. It has been super, super cold, and we got a lot of snow, but 2 hours away from us got, I guess, like, historic amounts, like, never before have they gotten this much snowfall. I don't know if it was in a day or over a weekend or what it was, but Toronto got dumped on hugely. So, we missed that little bit, but it is cold, it's snowy, and so I thought, "Okay, well, so maybe snowflake project would be very appropriate because Mother Nature is not done with us yet for winter." I mean, we're almost in February, which means we're getting that much closer to spring, but winter is holding on. So some people were like, "Yes, do the pot holder that has the snowflakes because this is our life right now." Other people were like, "Nope, we're getting enough snow. Don't do anything with snowflakes on it. Do the hearts. Let's think Valentine's. Let's think February. Let's think closer to spring." So it was a very close vote. The project that won with 56% of the votes. I think there was 86 people who voted today. So that was a lot of people to vote for our dishcloth project. So I'm just looking here. Sally said no snow, but it was very cold. Yeah, we've had extreme cold warnings out because it has been very, very cold. And I know, I see Jocelyn here, and I know Jocelyn said out in Manitoba, where it normally is a lot colder than it is here in Southern Ontario, even for them, they've had very, very cold temperatures. So, yeah, perfect time for knitters to just bundle up, put on all the layers, wear everything that we have made, and just wear it with pride and be super, super warm. So, okay, let me tell you which one I am casting on probably tonight. and then we'll talk about some of the other projects. We'll go through the whiteboard of what I've been working on. I'll talk a little bit about my week's knitting. My week of knitting. We'll talk about what that has looked like. Okay, so the project that won with 56% of the votes, it was very close. Very, very close. Um, is the Mosaic snowflakes. So, winter is sticking around outside, and it apparently is gonna be in my knitting as well. Sam, these oh, you know what? I don't know what Nancy was talking. I mean, both of these would be right up your alley, Sam. Mosaic and double knitting pot holders would be a fun project for you. Anyways, so this is it. So now the question is, do I do this in cotton? Do I do it in wool? I have done pot holders in both. And I know some people really like one or the other. Some people prefer to do them in wool, some people prefer to do them in cotton. I might put up a poll tomorrow just for fun, just to see what people's preferences are, because I can imagine some people would say cotton, because if you're using it in the kitchen, something gets spilled on it, it's easier to throw in the washing machine and just wash it. And whereas wool, you would have to hand wash it. Oh, Jocelyn says we are -29 right now. Way warmer than the -47 from last week. Yes, we have actually warmed up from last week as well. I got in my car, I think was it Saturday morning? And it was -20, and I swear my driver's seat was frozen. Like, it was hard. Oh, Sam is saying do it in cotton. Of course, Sam would be Sam likes knitting with her cotton. Cotton would be a great option, and I am just kind of looking to see what I have color-wise. So, I mean, I guess I really like the idea of doing a blue background and a white snowflake. Let's do it blue and white, traditional snowy wintry colors. And oh my gosh, I do have blue. I have blue. Do I have white? I don't know. I know where I can get white. Um, I've got some gray. Gray might be nice too. Gray and a white. I think that would look fun. Anyways, I think I have enough dishcloth cotton in my stash that I could find something to do the dishcloth in. Mosaic knitting is always super, super fun. Slip knitting, just like the description in the pattern said, you've got 2 colors, but you're only working with 1 color across the row at a time. You slip the other color, which is how you get the second color brought up into your work. Really, really fun. Read a chart, and a dishcloth pot holder is the perfect way to practice and learn mosaic knitting. Okay. Oh, Jocelyn, is the 3rd brownie too much for no, no, it's cold, it's winter, we need calories to stay warm. Eat a 3rd brownie. Um, anyways, okay, so let's take a look at the whiteboard. I very successfully got it cleaned off. Thank you for some people who left me tips on how to clean it. Very, very helpful. Um, this is project number 5. Because I cast on 1 extra project. So, I cannot do this. There. The Ingrid sweater, very first project of the year, and oh, look, oh, yes, in here. I found these really fun baskets. So, in an attempt to keep track of all of my projects this year, I grabbed a few of these, and they just fit on the shelves perfectly. So, I'm gonna try to keep track of projects. Ingrid's sweater was the very first sweater um, that I cast on. The Ingrid sweater does not have very much progress done on it, but I am good to go. I switched yarns. I feel like I've been doing that a lot lately with practically all of my projects. I started out hi, Diane. I started out this sweater with some orange. The orange was sitting here. I've relocated it for right now. And then I was like, "I am not feeling this." And I should have known. I should have known that I was using it more because it was stashed, the orange. It was Cascade 220. It was a really pretty burnt orange. I had a sweater quantity. It was literally sitting right there and thought I should just knit it into a sweater. But I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it, and it just the orange yarn was just really speaking to me to be like, wait till September and knit it into a Halloween sweater. So I pulled it out, and plus I kept messing it up. If you remember from a couple of weeks ago, how many times did I cast it on? I cast on the wrong number of stitches, then you had to slip a certain number of stitches, and I miscounted that, and then you had to purl so many stitches, and then I think I miscounted that. So I was just kept casting on and restarting. Finally, I'm just like, "Oh my goodness, this is just not working." Then we got some new yarn in at the store, and it is Estelle worsted. Also gonna try to keep track of my ball bands better this year. So I'm sure you guys have all seen the Estelle worsted. It is a 60 acrylic, 40, nope, 50. Yeah, okay, that math's not gonna add up. 50 acrylic, 40 wool, 10 nylon. And it is doesn't have a color name, but it is just a nice charcoal gray. So it is started. I've restarted it. I've actually put a marker on so I know which is the right side and the wrong side because it started out in double moss stitch or double seed stitch. So everything, both sides look the same. But my short rows are going easy peasy. I think I just had to start it. So there, you can see. I don't know. I think it just makes such a difference when you actually have the proper yarn for your project, something that you really want to knit it in and wear it in, makes all the difference. Fingers crossed, so far I have not made a mistake. Let's hope. Let's hope. So I'm gonna tuck back in there so I know where it is. So that was Ingrid's sweater. It's I'm hoping to get some more progress on it. This is why this week's project is a small project. So I can finish the pot holder, then I can go back and work on some of these larger ones. So the second week was the fern field shawl, and it's got some lace. Now it has I'm okay. I have another lovely basket for it. I switched the yarn for it too. So it is going to be a restart as well. And it is some yarn that I hand dyed at the store. This is a one of a kind. This is a yarn that just wasn't cooperating with me. I had a beautiful vision of what I wanted it to look like. It did not turn out that way. So I just kept adding some colors to it until we have this rusty ready color. So it's got some tonally spots in it. Tonally, I don't think that's a word, but you know what I mean. So it's got some really nice depth of color, which was what I was going for, just not exactly this shade. So I'm gonna wind this up. The other ball is already wound, and then I'm just gonna alternate my skeins. Oh, Pravina, very hot in Australia? Yes, I'm sure. You guys are super, super hot. We're like in a deep freeze. Crazy, crazy. So there will be some progress on this shawl next week. I'm gonna wind this ball up tonight because I think I'm at the point where I should be switching and starting to alternate. I probably should have done it a few rows ago, but you know, I just wanted to keep knitting and not alternate. So, what else do I have? So, Alpine Bloom hat was last week's hat. Oh my gosh, you guys, fantastic, beautiful stranded work hat. these are my colors. Main color, and then it's gonna have a light green flower. So it calls for a DK weight yarn. Oh, I should say the fern field, I think the pattern calls for a DK weight or a sport weight. I'm doing it in a worsted. So I am just um playing with my needle size. Everything that I have done lately, I've had to pull out and go up a needle size. So I started with a bigger needle size for the shawl. I gotta do a little bit more and see how it's laying. Hopefully it's gonna lay flat. This hat though, Alpine Bloom, it called for DK, so I went with DK yarn. I have a pile of it right here in my stash. I was hoping that I had this a red. I had 2 shades of red actually. Um, the first red that I pulled out, I was thinking about doing the fern field with it because it is DK, and then in the end, it was like a Christmas red, and I was like, "I don't really like that." So, I opted for my hand dyed in more of that rusty color, which I like, and went back to my DK stash for the Alpine Bloom hat, and I found a deeper red that I actually like. This I would wear. If I had knit it with that other red, I would have gifted it to somebody else who actually liked that color. So I am excited for this. I like these 2 colors. What are they? Claret and apple green. So this is the um, Patton's Classic Wool Superwash DK. And I have it started, just barely, but it is started. Found a smaller needle to do the ribbing. It's cast on, long tail cast on. As soon as I did this, I cast on and knit a couple of rows, and then I was looking at it and I thought, oh, darn. I'm like, I really had wanted to cast on a tubular cast on because I love how that looks so good with a 1 by 1 ribbing. And forgot, and I just went immediately to my long tail cast on because it's quick, it's easy. I, like, literally did it without even thinking, and the thought briefly crossed my mind, "Do I pull it out and cast it on again?" And then it was the answer was definitely, like, "No." I will live with this hat with a long tail cast on, and I'm gonna try to remember the next hat to do tubular. That's gotta be my go-to. I'd like that to be my go-to for hats. I just it is just so ingrained in me to do long tail that I just do long tail without even thinking about it. So anyways, what else did I have on there? So pot holders is gonna be for today, this week, and the one finish that I have had so far in January was the headband. And I think I showed you a picture of it. I showed you a picture of it, right? A finish is a finish. If I can find a picture again, I'll show it to you because we need to celebrate finishes. So what has everybody else been working on? Our crochet club is working on crocheted sweaters for the month of January. It's not too late to join us if you want to join Jocelyn and I, and who Diane is in there, and Dawn, Nikki, Asa, Tanya, Mary, who else? That's everybody I can think of off the top of my head right now. Oh, Susie, are you joining us again? Anyways, there's about 20 of us that are crocheting again, and we've switched up from granny squares to garments. So, um, Sunday is our Zoom call for our crochet group. Oh, Susanna, yes. Susanna, you were in it last. Did I look at the 2 patterns I sent you? No, Sam, I don't think so. Hand spun weekender. Oh, Nikki, that sounds I just love anything with hand spun. Is there a list for the rest of the year? Oh, yes. You know what? Jocelyn and I came up with that after what was that last week after we podcast? We stayed on a little bit longer after we had chatted with everybody, and we did come up with a list. Was I in charge of writing that down, Jocelyn? I think I did. I'm pretty I'm like 99% sure I typed it in my phone. I just am not sure what I labeled it. Not that. Uh-oh. Okay, let me Jocelyn's like, "Yep, it's you." Okay, I'm sure I put it in a very safe place. I will look for that later. Yes, and I will post that. February, though, is anything you can wear on your head. A hat, a headband, a bandana, a hair scrunchie. Was there anything else you can wear on your head that I can't think of? Yes, I will definitely share the list, Diane. Let me come up with the Oh, Tammy, yes. Um, it is partially on the Facebook page. The crochet, it possibly could be. I know, in my safe place, I know. But I remember maybe I actually wrote it with paper and pen. I did. Here it is. Here it is. I found my safe place. Okay, I'll tell you. Um, okay. I will just read the list and then I will type it up very lovely and I will post it so everybody can get prepared. So, we've got this month we're finishing up sweaters, but you can start a cast on. You can what start? You start a crochet project? This the terminology always gets me for how like, what do you say when you just start a project, a crochet project? So you can still work on a crocheted sweater if you want to catch up. February is headwear. March is, oh yes, a non-sweater body garment. So that is something like the scarf with the sleeves, you know that pattern that was like that everybody loves that wraps around twice, it's a tube and then it has the arms? That's a non-sweater, but it's a body garment, so that counts. A vest, a bolero? Okay, a vest, a capelet, a poncho, a shrug, that's kind of like, a short, not really a full sweater. That's what March is. April, oh my gosh, April is household. Oh, you guys, okay. April is household. Remember the who posted it? Diane posted a finished picture, but Diane wasn't the one who mentioned it initially. Who mentioned the crochet? Oh, I was talking about the lady came in the store with the blanket that all like folds up into the flowers and it looks like you're carrying a bouquet. Well, that, of course, sparked a whole thing, and so that is a coaster, a or a blanket. That is April for household. Doilies, pillow, dishcloth, pot holder, coasters. What else is household? Lampshades, bath mats, all those kind of things. May is a T-shirt. June is a bag. So we try to go big, small, big, small, big, small, so that on the small month you have a little bit of time if you need to finish the big project from the month before. So June is bags. We did crochet, we did bags for the Fiber Friends and it was hugely popular. So we're going to do bags in June. July is a tank top. August is a shawl. Oh, September is vintage. So I guess that's anything. October, of course, is Halloween. November is hands and feet. Slippers, socks, mitts, wrist warmers, I don't know, gloves. And then, of course, December will be Christmas or Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. So that is it. So I will post that. So if that intrigues anybody and you would like to join our little crochet club, send me a message with your email and you can crochet along with us, and then once a month, we do a Zoom call, and we just show off what we're working on. Some months we have progress, sometimes we don't. And that is okay. It is all about just being inspired and seeing what everybody else is working on, and then you just keep going again. And there might be something, right? Like this is next month is headwear, and if you don't want to do headbands or hats, do something else and still join us, right? It's our rules are pretty loose. As long as you're crocheting and having fun. Um, but try to follow along. I mean, unless there's something you absolutely don't like. But try it. Try different patterns. Just try something new and different. That's the whole point of it. Easy knit hat and scarf, Susanna said. Oh, that's what you're knitting for your grandson, Susanna? Lovely. Okay, so that's what's going on with crocheting. Um, Jocelyn and I are chatting Friday night. I'm pretty sure it's Friday night, right, Jocelyn? Maybe I should look at my calendar again. So I can't do a shawl for non-sweater body garment. No, because I think Jocelyn and I had quite the debate on this. Would a shawl count? But I think we decided to do a shawl have its own month. So then you can pick from scarf, a poncho. Everybody, I think it should just be poncho month, really. I need to do a poncho or a capelet. I've cast on so many and haven't finished any. I think I need to make a poncho. I'm thinking of doing, a balaclava or a snood. Oh, that's like a cowl that pulls over your head, right? Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's true. Yep, if you pull it up, that counts. No garment, but I would like to do the hat. Then Sally, join on in the fun. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Louise. It's freezing in South Carolina, is it? I've been spending way too much time scrolling on TikTok and just, I know just watching like Texas and I don't know, all the places that are getting ice and snow that are not supposed to be getting ice and snow. So, but ponchos, capes, vests, shrugs, scarves with sleeves all count. Yeah, that's what Jocelyn's saying. Okay. Oh, it's a free pattern, Susanna. Nice. Have I read any of your comments? Sam, I've just seen you saying something. You're sending me pictures. Okay, it was a crazy day. I'm late. Oh, that's okay. Jen, I know. It has been this whole yes. The must have I don't know, something in the air, right? I mean, quite literally snow, like Florida is getting snow. So there is something energetically out of alignment, right? It's throwing us all off, I think, this past week. I'm frustrated with the hat. Oh, I had to rip it out 4 times. Sam, did you start it? Did Carol get you started Thursday? All right. Let's see. Oh, wrong. Oh, okay, yeah, Sam. Yeah, I'll check those and see what's going on with those patterns on Ravelry. Anyways, okay, so what else? Sock Madness is coming up in like what is February 1st? Is that Sunday? The day we're doing a crochet Zoom call is also the day that you can sign up for Sock Madness if anybody is so inclined to do so. 2 week sweater also starts on Sunday. So, Fiber Friends, we are finishing up January is Get Her Done month. So, there's been lots of people getting things finished, clearing the needles, start a brand new year. Um, and then, of course, Fiber Friends is Sweater Month. And Jocelyn and I always do a 2-week knitted sweater challenge in February, and of course, this year we've also decided we're going to do a 2-week crocheted sweater. So if you want to see how much you can get done in 2 weeks, we are starting right February 1st to the 14th, 2 weeks of sweater knitting. And then the 15th to the 28th is crocheted. So you can pick and choose how you want your sweater month to look like. If you want to um, do a 2-week sweater with us, we would love you to join in and see how you make out. It is totally doable. A chunky weight yarn in 2 weeks, something simple, like, like no, it doesn't have to be patterned. You don't have like cables and stranded work and all that kind of stuff will definitely slow you down. But if you just do a plain sweater in chunky yarn, I had it done with time to spare. So you can do it as well. Uh, but yes, I think some people, I think was it Asa said she got a fingering weight sweater done in under 2 weeks. So that is just crazy to me, but it is totally doable. Of course, depending on how much time you have in the evenings and weekends and all the things. But I'm excited. I have got a sweater and a crochet project ready to go. I just need to find some yarn, and that'll be later this week. See what I can find. It is totally allowable to do your gauge swatch now. So you're all ready to go. Do all that prep work before Sunday, and then Sunday you can just cast on. Oh, the ladies on my podcast on Sunday talked me into, a different sweater for the 2 weeks challenge. What, the 2-week, the knitted one? Because your first choice was like crazy and I wouldn't want to say unattainable. It was like, yeah, okay, so what is it? Do you have a more reasonable sweater choice now? Of course, we talked to it. I know it doesn't take much to talk. It's like you just have to say, "Have you seen this pattern?" And then it's like, "Ooh, okay, down another rabbit hole," right? Anyways, that's what we're all here for, right? Is to help inspire people. So yeah, I hope everybody is staying warm. I hope the weather's warming up for all of you down south. I think like school kids are actually going to go to school here tomorrow is the word. But maybe who knows what tomorrow morning will bring. Oh, Pravina, you've cast on a Sophie hood. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to talk about a Sophie hood. Sophie hood is my mystery. It is a mystery. My secret knitting that I'm doing with Jocelyn. It is the one project that I carried um from last year that I wanted to finish and not pull out. And I know I showed it last week, right? Because I wasn't that far. And then the conclusion was my needle size was too small and I needed to restart yet again. And I get the joy of working with that beautiful 100% wool yarn again. And I just smile every time there was somebody came into the store on the weekend and they were looking for some yarn for a Sophie hood. And I think like a couple days before that, there was somebody who came in and they were talking, they were going to do a Sophie hood. And I'm like, "Ugh, I so badly want a Sophie hood. I'm trying to get it finished. I just keep running into roadblocks. Um, anyways, but I'm planning, I shouldn't jinx myself, but I'm really planning on having a very productive knitting week. Now that I've said that, my week is gonna totally not go as planned, but I'm hoping tonight I have a little bit more time just to sit and knit. I'm hoping tomorrow I have a nice chunk of time to get started on my pot holder. And so next week we will go through all of the projects again from this year and give you an update. You would also be very happy I have got Ravelry up to date. I mean, I put a whole like 4 projects on, but I got rid of the few that I had started. I had a few from 2025, some project pages that weren't complete and some projects that weren't done, and I wasn't gonna plan on finish them. So I deleted those projects and, um, I started again with 2026 projects. They're all in there. Whiteboard is complete. I have 1 finished so far for the year. Everything else, I think, has got the yarn issues sorted out, so I think I'm good to keep going. I'm giving up hat knitting. Oh, Sam, just keep going. Let's see. Did you send me a picture of your hat, Sam? Oh my goodness. So, Sam, are these how many dishcloths do you have finished? Okay, everybody, let's take a look at this. May not be hats, but look at all these dishcloths. Very, very nice. Very nice. So it looks like some illusion. Oh, oh, there's that Nancy Drew one again. Lovely. Good stuff, Sam. Um, okay, school canceled again here tomorrow. Oh, is it Kim? Yeah, I was listening to the radio on my way home and they were talking that it was looking like our kids are going to be able to go to school. I don't know. Who knows? Could wake up tomorrow and it could be windy and too blustery and everybody could be home again. Hard to say. Um, but what else? What else is I think that's pretty Fiber Friends. Yes, I know Cheryl Cheryl had her project figured out for her sweater, but I don't know if she's doing it in 2 weeks. Not sure if she is watching. What is the website for work? So it is canadianyarns.ca. So if you were to come find us in person, you would look for the McPherson Arts and Crafts building in St. Mary's, and the yarn shop is tucked into a corner. We're expanding all the time, hopefully more so soon. So we take up a portion of that McPherson Arts and Crafts store. So email and web address is canadianyarns.ca is where you can find us online. Oh, you have trouble with the cast on? Oh, we'll just do a long tail cast on, Sam. Anyways, hopefully you can get the kinks worked out with your hat at the Thursday afternoon group, Sam. All right, so how's everybody? Who is going to work on a sweater next month? Have I got anybody talked into trying to do a 2-week sweater, either a 2-week knit or a 2-week crocheted sweater? I am very excited for the 2-week crocheted sweater. Um, which is, you know, for somebody of my crocheting ability, trying to do one in 2 weeks might be, um, a challenge, but this is a challenge, so I think I am right on track for this challenge. Um, the knitted sweater, I'm not worried about that at all. Actually, I'm not worried about the crochet. I'm excited for the crochet. And you know what? If I don't get it done, it will not be a surprise, and I will just finish it later on. Okay, Diane is doing the sweater. Nikki's and sorry, I can't remember what I asked. Is this the 2-week challenge? Tammy's. Oh, Sam, you don't have to use the pattern the pattern's cast on. No, just do a long tail. Use one you feel comfortable with. Yep, go up a size or 2 needle cast on, then switch to desired needle size. Excellent advice, Tammy. Sam, just do what Tammy says and you'll be good. Oh, I would like to knit a bulky sweater. So, yeah, well, Carol Carol is, like, super fast, and um is that a pattern name or is that Hilsey? Is that a pattern? Bulky I know bulky sweaters knit up so quick, and right now when it's so cold, that's exactly what we need to wear. A bulky, um, low-piece sweater. That's what I'm thinking of. Time to go teach. Oh, Diane, go have fun making new knitters. Oh, it's like a dishcloth in the round. Oh, that's exactly right. Yeah, it's nothing, yep, Sam, just try. Just one step at a time. You can do it. Oh, Carol, by Jenna K. Huh. Do you have yarn for it, Carol? Or do you have to go? Are you going to use some stash? Are you going yarn shop? Is anybody going yarn shopping for sweater yarn, or is it all gonna be stash? I don't know what mine's gonna be. I haven't figured out the yarn part of it. I know what I wanna make, but I have a feeling I might purchase yarn because that's what I'm feeling like would bring me the most joy. "Oh, you did a long tail, but I ripped it out 4 times. I don't know what I'm doing wrong." Okay, well, then just leave it. Just leave it and keep working on your dishcloths. Oh, Carol, you got stash? Okay. What yarn? What color? Um, who else? Nikki, what sweater are you doing? I'm always interested in seeing what people are working on to add to my to be knit list. Well, this is gonna be exciting. We've got a fun couple of weeks, well, like 4 weeks. The whole month of February is always fun. It's one of my favorite challenge months is doing the 2-week sweater. Let's see, Tammy. Oh, are you inviting us to shop at your house? No, I know, I know. I think it's just going to be, um, decor. I just want to come up here and look at it. If I look at it, then the walls will be or, like, if I actually use it, the walls would all be empty, and it would just not look right. So, I, there you go, Nikki, yep. You can do that, you can do a hat in flat and then just seam it up. Lots of those patterns out there for sure. January 31st is the 3rd anniversary for Ancient Arts physical store. That's exciting. So are they doing, like, a special, like a knit along or like a just a knitting afternoon or sales or anything? That's very exciting for them. Oh, Nikki, love note. I was think no, ranunculus was what I was thinking. One of the girls was wearing it at knit night at the store, and I'm like, "Oh, I really like that," and I have not knit it, so maybe I should just knit it. Joining late, we'll go back and watch the replay. Oh, that's okay, Tanya. Oh my gosh, Carol, dark green llama and wool, beige for the pattern. Ooh, dark green llama, like, you just had me at dark green llama. Oh, fun, fun. All right, well, everybody, I think I'm not even sure what time. Where are we? Are we at? Oh, yep, we're 5 to 9. So, if anybody wants to join in the crochet, let me know and I will add you to the list. It's going to be a really fun year. We had really a lot of fun last year doing the granny squares. And even though I didn't put any of my granny squares together, but again, I have them here. Oh, you can just see the corner of them. I have them sitting here because they look really pretty and I love the colors. So I'm not sure. I will maybe I don't know. I'll probably put some of them together, even if I just do a little, like, doll blanket for my granddaughter. That might be cute. Her birthday's coming up. Maybe I will do that with those squares. Put them together and join them. That will be a challenge for me because have I done that? I'm not sure if I've really joined things together. Oh, have I knit with llama? Um, not 100%. I think I have done one that has had a wool llama blend a long time ago. I think I made, I think I did a hat out of that. Oh my gosh, that's going back a long ways. I would be really curious to see what, oh no, you know what? No, I think that was alpaca. And it was brown, but no, it was alpaca, it wasn't llama. Maybe I have not knit with llama. Okay, now I'm really curious to see, Carol, what how you like it and how it knits up. I have knit, oh, several of the ranunculus, and so now you wanna do love note? That's a good plan, Nikki. Oh, Sam, what is your last comment? Oh, you want to try hat knitting again? Absolutely. Well, why don't you take Nikki's suggestion and see if you can find one that is flat and then you just seam it up. That is very um that's a great suggestion. Try that and maybe that will be the thing that changes your hat knitting experience and you just may be a flat hat knitter. And, yeah, that's perfect. Give it a try, Sam. I'm sure that will be absolutely no different than doing a dishcloth and just seam it up. Oh my gosh, so many fun things. Now I'm thinking about love notes. So, Nikki, you've done several ranunculus. Oh, I'm thinking about that. I'm gonna have 12 sweaters finished by the end of the year. So I have to put some thought into what I want them to look like. I'm going to start doing some summer knits because I want some for my trip in July. So I have to start thinking about that. But that could be a ranunculus or a love note and do a short sleeve. That's a possibility. All right, I'm gonna think. I've got a lot of thinking to do. I need to get out my Sophie hood and just knit garter stitch and think about the possibilities of sweater knitting. That sounds like a good plan. All right, everybody. I think we're going to wrap up. So thank you so much for voting. I'm excited. I actually have to say I'm a little surprised at the snowflake. I don't know why. I was just kind of thinking that the hearts, the Valentine, I was thinking maybe everybody was tired of seeing snowflakes, but Mosaic was the winner. So I'm excited for that. I'm going to look for yarn right now. Stay tuned. I'm going to post some pictures on Instagram for the yarn choices. And fingers crossed, hopefully, knitting gods are working in my favor this week. I will have a finished pot holder to show you next Monday night. Yes, Jocelyn and I will be here Friday night because it will be um are we here Friday? Wait a second. Um, hold on. Is that right? No, we're not. I'm just thinking that can't be right. It's 2 weeks, Jocelyn, because I was just thinking about that. I think, are we doing that? I was thinking we were doing because it's 2 weeks, but there's an extra week in there. It's 2 weeks before Jocelyn and I are podcasting because this Friday is only the 30th. I have an extra week to get my secret knitting done. It's the following Friday, Jocelyn and I are podcasting. That will be February 6th, because that's what I was thinking those dates didn't add up. All right, sorry, you guys, if you're excited to see Jocelyn and I this Friday, it's gonna be next Friday. I know, an hour goes by so quick, doesn't it? All right, I'm gonna carry on with some knitting. I don't know, I've got everything, like, on the go started. I think everything is doesn't need to be pulled out. I'm hoping. We will see. Anyways, everybody, have a great weekend. Thank you for watching. Thanks for chatting in the comments, and thank you for all of your votes. It's always so fun, and it's a great way to start a Monday. Have a fantastic week, and we'll see you next Monday with some more knitting updates. Bye, everybody.